guess what? I'm gonna say something about it. Because you know why? Just like you ain't gonna, like your boy said, it ain't gonna happen. Guess what? I'm not letting nobody sell you drugs without me saying that. I'm not gonna do it.
Trying to find something to follow. Had loyalty, every man tried to borrow. Felt pain and a lot of sorrow. Got betrayed, so packed, I didn't even have my heart broke. Living confused, about to lose hope. Cops got me on the side of the road like a sideshow. Need an antidote before I croak. Now I'm setting fire to rhythm man blues. Call this guitar smoke. Rebel with no cause, trying to find direction. The world got me vexed. Picked up a bad liquor habit that's hereditary from oppression. Felt like my life was on fire, trying to find an exit. Now look, 10 G's plus a good record. Sometimes a follower is a soldier, trying to find a good shepherd. Plus when you in hell, how did you excel? Wisdom the breath of life, I don't believe in fairy tale. Listen well to what I tell. No calling can cause pain, something that a rebel knows very well. Can't you tell I was sent from the Lord? Got a tongue like a two-edged sword, with a style that they might just record. The only thing equal is the curse for the wicked and the righteous reward. Have mercy on the men that don't see it, separated from the tares. Now on my prayers and it's so be it. A rebel, take the world by word of mouth. UPK, we the rebels that you heard about. Yeah, and it ain't gonna stop till 100 virgins in the house and I'm handing verdicts out. Get rank, you ain't heard a clout, without a shadow of a doubt. These devils hitting licks off us. Fuck the bank, I'm about to stone the pocket ticket office. Can't sweet talk us, cannot stop us. And plus I know the feds watch us. Telling people that they church full of witch doctors. Put us in prison, they stockpile us. Meanwhile, UPK turning rebels into rock wallers. In league with mighty men, and now I understand things that never truly made sense. Like why I'm crying at this funeral for a criminal, knowing he ain't innocent, it's fucked up. But my boots shine, standing between two priests, about to blaze on their ass, call it tough love. Look out for niggas just cuz, and wouldn't touch a white bitch with OJ's black gloves. Father, forgive me for my error. I'm forever by your side, clean and purge me of all my flaws. This the reason I'm alive. Thank God for this truth, cause for a long time was a rebel without a cause. Look, man, first time I met Commander Junior Hunter, man, hit 3807. Rebel without a cause. My little daughter with me. Opened the door, he was dropping the truth for me and all that. Rebel he without said, a cause. Man, you know, you do your time, we taking the mountains, training in hand-to-hand combat. Rebel without a cause, oh, yeah. It's the reason I'm alive. Up, thank nigga. God for this truth, cause for a long time was a rebel without a cause.
And you cannot whoop us. We're already dead. We're already beaten down. We've been beaten down for 400 years. We already got the wounds inside and outside our bodies. How you gonna hurt us? You cannot threaten us. You cannot frighten us. We live in the most frightening places, under the most frightening conditions. We are immune to fear. We are immune to harm. You see what I'm saying? You have stepped into a cesspool. You're the only one gonna get infected.
First breath I took, a life too surreal. Second breath I took was the pivot and strike, finish the kill. Influenced by might, with every sentence reveal, I won't pay back, fuck a dollar bill. Remain calm as the pressure build. Gotta endure until I let this pump whistle at my foes in memory of Emmett Till. I only live to do my master's will. It's UPK, motherfucker. Ain't no cowards on this battlefield. Gone astray but made greater. In my return, left of my mistakes. Every error was a lesson learned. Now I don't move unless it get approved. Won't take a step till it get confirmed. Armed and take what was made for our sakes. March like a tank. One step will make the ground shake. My people sick in their head, Lord, let this truth spread like an outbreak and bring hell that them crackers can't escape. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. I want payback for the scars in enslavement wars. Till Christ arrive, I can't let it slide. Ignore the lies. The only free will that's before your eyes is life or death, nigga, you decide. This heaven was made for me and my fellow. I patiently wait with my eyes on the sparrow, and I pull the trigger while my lips kiss the barrel. Before I ever let a white bitch do me like Othello. I want out this wicked life like Romello. By any means, this devil pulling strings like Geppetto. Lay hold on this brotherhood, I swear I never let go. And fuck that silver spoon, got too much love for the ghetto. Till the score settle, if need be, I die for the cause. Just to hear them angels applaud. And I'm true about every word I say, cause I know my victory on the way. You want it? Nigga, walk this way. This life may be hard, but I can't give up. I'm about to go hard and I won't give up. And could you tell me about this God that you feel so much? And why you look so tough? Cause it's real, I be walking with them angels, boy. This life may be hard, but I can't give up. I'm about to go hard and I won't give up. Could you tell me about this God that you feel so much? And why you look so tough? Cause it's real, I be walking with them angels, boy, I can't be touched. Came through in the clutch. They hate but they can't doubt us. We princes of the power, what you know about us? Evil all around us, but a nigga straight, I told you I can't be touched. Holy angels walk at my base. And I'm grateful for the words that had me delivered. I'm hungry for the glory, but I ain't eating till I feed my niggas. One West, what I die for. Attire out the book of Numbers, this rifle from the Archangel Michael. My niggas rebels, you can't deny them. It's 144, I be running to and fro with the Allah higher. My UPK soldiers ain't no folding or pretending. We in it for the crowns, fuck friends, we want dominion. In the election ascension, I hope I make it through. Give a damn what a bitch think, as long as my niggas know I'm true. Betrayed your kind to get success. We make it through the eye of the needle, nigga. I be as life may be hard, but I can't give up. I'm about to go hard and I won't give up. And could you tell me about this God that you feel so much? And why you look so tough? Cause it's real, I be walking with them angels, boy, I can't be touched. Life may be hard, but I can't give up. I'm about to go hard and I won't give up. Could you tell me about this God that you feel so much? And why you look so tough? Cause it's real, I be walking with them angels, boy, I can't be touched.
Rolling on it, what is it?
What is it?
Purchase your tracks today.
Know the people been waiting for a minute for something authentic. Came in the truth and bossed in it, made niggas regroup. Had to shed light on the false image, UPK whole court. Now who the fuck won scrimmage? 2 words for soft niggas. What is it? Good riddance, don't affiliate with feminine symptoms. I know you feel me, nigga. This a death threat to hip hop. You don't stop that weak shit, I'ma mix your lean with some grimlock. When the last time you heard it this raw? What I wish for's when the earth inherited by the piss poor. We been to war, them the ones I'm taking risks for. Ain't got no picks or no cars to hold. Holy angels watch my steps, them Glock guard my soul. Can't let them leave my body cold. I know you feel me, nigga, let empty, I shall now awake the sleeper cell. Let the righteous cry, silence the pretender. A rebel without a cause, as long as I remember. I'm taking the kingdom, the only thing on my agenda. Can't avoid me, nigga. Middle finger to the ones that try to destroy me. Revenge of beauty, I'm a beast. I told the bitch she can't eat, let she join me for dinner. My God ain't got no regard for a sinner. One call fall on him like timber. I know you feel me, nigga. In the eyes of terror, I stand still. Go to work for the colony, bring it back to the anthill. Plus everything I drop, heavy as an anvil. Show you how to stand like a man in this damn field. I know you feel me, nigga. Fuck equality, it gotta be one man win and the rest lose. Wave devastator, I'm calculating my next move. UPK will real niggas seek refuge. Body shots for bars, that'll get you bruised. My niggas whole ranker, check your little attitude. I came to fuck up your mood on your little holiday like I'm Mr. Scrooge. Resurrected from the grave, walking from the fall. Visions in my eyes, gripping the mic, screaming God bless the underdog down by the letter. And live by that protocol, walk by faith, not by sight. Ain't no hope for getting struggles. Life like some war resist or get pulled into a world that never left you. I will endure, election will be sure, correction will be swift. No Will Smith, but I am legend. What else would you call the killer of deception? A leader got soldiers on post in every direction. On go like a German shepherd, young and a restless. Wear honor like a diamond necklace. I know you feel me, nigga.
Purchase your tracks today.
If Rome ain't know that, what is it? Yo, I don't make this beat right now.
Yeah, you already know what time it is, you understand? UPK, one west of the command, junior high to all my brothers. We rolling through, you understand? Cause these niggas weak, these niggas don't know what to do. You see these soldiers beside me, standing in all black with them shields on post, marching, they all my brothers. Gold is precious, but loyalty is priceless. I don't wanna mind, might leave you lifeless. Wrong with this shit, I'm in need of diapers. Endure through any crisis, cause all my niggas righteous. I don't politic with vipers. Cowards fold, real niggas hold rank, stand for what they believe and won't compromise a thing. Never harmonize with traitors, do not affiliate with impersonators. You cross the line, you gon' catch the vapors. My niggas strong, no chase. Them other niggas sweet like annihilators. Tank full of brown sugar like Annihilate. Every time I move, a righteous demonstration. All I deny is Satan. My brother's glorious, true warriors. The lay my sword down, the death sentence can't stop till we notorious. Thrown in my way with a supreme audience. Proud ass nigga get exiled, no loitering around my brothers. Yeah, you already know what it is. 144 back again, UPK style, putting it down for my brothers. And I roll with straight soldiers. That's right. See them niggas with them shields, that's and right. The fatigues and them boots. They my brothers. We gon' rule it on the king, understand? We gon' rule this bitch at all costs. Nigga, we gon' take this from them crackers. That's right. Take it to the ground. And we gon' eat and drink. Me and all my brothers. Like the ladder house. You can't blend with my men, nigga. I can tell you fake from your treacherous mouth. Claiming God is all love, we don't believe that. Give a damn about your 2 cents. Fuck your feedback. I give it all for my brothers, they deserve it. No excuses for my niggas. They striving to be perfect. Sacrifice whatever form, they're never over. You be cake, we click tight like Sweet Pea and Jody. Endure to the end, it's what a wise man told me. Licking from the top shelf, but I spit it with the loaded. 144, nigga, everybody know me. All I ever wanted was revenge, fuck a road. Say you down for the cause, gotta show me. Stand tall and do not blush. Remain calm when the danger pop up. Flow deep like David Jones locker. More bars than Central Locker. No competition, only glory in the distance for my brothers.
All right, shalom. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shabbat Wa Yahweh Shemal Adab Shem Yahweh Shah. It's also Abraham of the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. We're going to go ahead and get started with the Sabbath service.
Lahab, Ban Yashikar, Ban Yasha'ala.
Lahab, Ban Yashikar, Ban Yasha'ala.
Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shabbat.
Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shabbat. Oh, Salaki. No.
Oh, Salaki, I was going to get another one.
Oh, okay.
Salaki.
Yeah, come.
Salaki. I got it.
Okay, good. All right.
Kabbalah Moth, Ban Yahweh, Ban Yasha'ala.
Kabbalah Moth, Ban Yahweh, Ban Yasha'ala.
Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shabbat.
Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shabbat.
And Madium, Papa Yahweh, will be the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanaw, Shema Shemayim, Wadash, Hayah, Shemka, Yahweh, Malach Daba'ah, Watazaka, Hayah, Aisha, Maharadha, Kawa, Hayah, Washamayim, Nathalanah, Lakam, Ka, Yawam, Wasalaklanah, Kawawafnah, Kasalaknah, Kawawafyanah, Wala'ah, Tabaya'anah, Wanasayawan, Abal, Kawashana, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakna, Waha'ala, Wahatapara, Walamya, Aman.
In the English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come, thy will be done, in earth, as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our debts, as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it.
Pray for the power. Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushua, Babakashah, Nathalanah, Hakat, Larapa'ah, Ka'amakala, Waka'amaruah, Hakat, Latahar, Hamatazariah, Hakat, Hakim, Hamathium, Hakat, Araka'awah, Hatama'ala, Lagarashan, Bahashim, Yahushua, Tawara Aman.
In the English, Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shah, please give us the power, the power to heal, all manner of sickness, and all manner of disease, the power to cleanse the lepers, the power to raise the dead, the power against unclean spirits, to cast them out, in the name of Yahweh Shah. Thank you, so be it.
Pray for the blessing. Barakatah Yahweh, Wa Yahweh Shah, Wa Mayaka'ala, Zalakia, Wa Alahayim, Matazabiyah, Alawapiyah, Halawapiyah, Hasaranyim, Hakwatazayayin, Hakayayoyin, Wahagwathim, Yahweh, Hashim, Yahushua, Tawara Aman.
In English, bless you, Yahweh.
Bless you, Yahweh.
And Yahweh Shai.
And Yahweh Shai.
And Michael.
And Michael.
And the angels.
And the angels.
Commanding General Yohanan.
Commanding General Yohanan.
The general.
The general.
The captain.
The captain.
The officers.
The officers.
The troopers.
The troopers.
And the sisters.
And the sisters.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it.
Psalms 121. Asha'ah.
Asha'ah.
Ayanya.
Ayanya.
Ahahari.
Ahahari.
Mahayan.
Mahayan.
Yaba'ah.
Yaba'ah.
Aizari.
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 Ma'ayin.
Ma'ayin.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Aisha.
Aisha.
Shamayam.
Shamayam.
Waharataza.
Waharataza.
Ayathan.
Ayathan.
Lamawat.
Lamawat.
Regalka.
Regalka.
Ayanawam.
Ayanawam.
Shamarka.
Shamarka.
Hana.
Hana.
La'ah.
La'ah.
Yanawam.
Yanawam.
Wala'ah.
Wala'ah.
Yayashan.
Yayashan.
Shawamar.
Shawamar.
Yasha'ala.
Yasha'ala.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Shamarka.
Shamarka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Tazalka.
Tazarka.
Al-Yah.
Al-Yah.
Yamyaka.
Yamdika.
Yawamam.
Yawamam.
Hashamash.
Hashamash.
La'ah.
La'ah.
Yakaka.
Yakaka.
Wayarak.
Wayarak.
Balayala.
Balayala.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yashamarka.
Yashamarka.
Makarai.
Garai.
Yashamar.
Yashamar.
Avnapashka.
Ahnapash.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yashamar.
Yashamar.
Taza'aska.
Taza'ak.
Wabawa'aka.
Wabawak.
Mayatham.
Malatha.
Wa'aidai Walam.
Ayalawanam.
In English, I will lift up mine eyes.
I will lift up my eyes
unto the hills.
unto the hills.
From whence cometh my help?
From whence cometh my help?
My help coming from
My
Yahweh.
help coming from Yahweh.
Which made heaven and earth.
Which made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot.
He will not suffer thy foot
to be moved.
to be moved.
He that keepeth thee.
He that keepeth thee
will not slumber.
will not slumber.
Behold.
Behold.
He that keepeth
He
Yasha'ah.
that keepeth Yasha'ah
shall neither slumber nor
shall
sleep.
neither slumber nor sleep.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy shade.
Yahweh is thy shade.
Upon thy right hand.
Upon the right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by
The
day.
sun shall not smite thee by day,
Nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
Yahweh shall preserve thee.
Yahweh shall preserve thee
from all evil.
from all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out
And thy coming in.
and thy coming in.
From this time
From
forth.
this time forth
And even forevermore.
and even forevermore.
Psalms 83. Alahayim.
Alahayim.
Adamayalaka.
Adamayalaka.
Atakarash.
Adakarash.
Wa'atashakwa.
Adashakwa.
Al. Kayahana.
Kayahana.
Awayabyaka.
Awoyabika.
Yahamayawan.
Yamahayawan.
Ra'ash.
Ra'ash.
A'imaka.
A'imaka.
Yawayamu.
Yawoyamu.
Sawadah.
Sawadah.
Wayatha.
Wayadah.
Ya'aitazawa.
Ya'aitazawa.
Atazapawanyaka.
Atazapawanyaka.
Amarawa.
Amar.
Lakawa.
Lakawa.
Wanakaki.
Wanakaki.
Magaya.
Magari.
Wala'ah.
Wala'ah.
Yazakar.
Yazakar.
Sham Yasha'ala.
Sham Yasha'ala.
Iwadah.
Awadah.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Nawa'aitazawa.
Nawaitazawa.
Labah.
Labah.
Yakadu.
Yakadu.
Alyaka.
Aryaka.
Mari'ath.
Mariah.
Yakarafu.
Yakarafu.
Ahaliya.
Ahawi.
Alawam.
Alawam.
Wa.
Wa.
Yashamai.
Yashamai.
Alayam.
Alayam.
Mawa'aba.
Mawa'aba.
Wahagari.
Wahagari.
Gabal.
Gabal.
Wayamawan.
Wayamawan.
Wayamalat.
Wayamalat.
Palasha.
Palasha.
Amishabi.
Amishabi.
Tazawul.
Tazawul.
Gamashawu.
Gamashawu.
Nalawa.
Nalawa.
Imam.
Imam.
Hayawa.
Hayawa.
Sarawai.
Sarawai.
Labanyalawat.
Labanyalawat.
Salah.
Salah.
Aishalaham.
Aishalaham.
Kamadia.
Kamadia.
Kasaya.
Kasaya.
Sara'ah.
Sara'ah.
Kayadia.
Kayadia.
Manakal.
Wanakal.
Payashwa.
Ayashma.
Nashamadu.
Nashamadu.
Bayandara.
Bayandara.
Hayawa.
Hayawa.
Daman.
Daman.
La'adama.
La'adama.
Shayathambu.
Shayathambu.
Nada.
Nada.
Ya.
Ya.
Mawa.
Mawa.
Kayara.
Kayara.
Wakazabak.
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 Wakatazal.
Wakatazal.
Mana'ai.
Mana'ai.
Ka.
Ka.
Nasayakambu.
Nasayakum.
Ashar.
Ashar.
Amar.
Amar.
Nayarasha.
Nayarasha.
Lanawa.
Lanawa.
Af.
Af.
Na'awat.
Na'awat.
Alahayim.
Alahayim.
Alahaya.
Alahaya.
Shayathambu.
Shayatum.
Kagagali.
Kagagali.
Kakwash.
Kakwash.
Lapanya.
Lapanya.
Rawaka.
Rawaka.
Kaash.
Kaash.
Tabaya Ira.
Tabaya Ira.
Wa.
Wa.
Kalahaba.
Kalahaba.
Talahat.
Talahat.
Harayam.
Harayam.
Khan.
Khan.
Tabadatma.
Tabadatma.
Masa Iraka.
Masa Iraka.
Wamasa.
Wamasa.
Wapafka.
Wapalka.
Tabalaham.
Tabalaham.
Mala'a.
Mala'a.
Panyaham.
Panyaham.
Kwalawan.
Kwalawan.
Waya.
Waya.
Makwashwa.
Bakwashwa.
Shabka,
Shabka,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Yabashu,
Bash,
Waya,
Waya,
Bahau,
How,
Ayai,
Adai,
Waya,
Waya,
Kapau,
Kabal,
Waya,
Waya,
Abad,
Abad,
Waya,
Waya,
Dayawa,
Dayawa,
Kaya Atha,
Kayada,
Shabka,
Shabka,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Labadka,
Bad,
Ayawan,
Ayawan,
Akaharatha.
Akaharatasa.
In the English, keep not thy
Keep
silence.
not thyself,
O Yahweh,
O Yahweh,
hold not thy peace,
Hold
hold
not
not thy peace,
and be not still.
be not still,
O
O
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
for lo,
for lo,
thy enemies make a
thy
tumult,
enemies make a tumult,
and they that hate
they
thee
that hate thee,
have lifted up the
have
head.
lifted up the
They
head,
have taken crafty
they
counsel
have taken crafty counsel
against thy people,
against thy people,
and consulted
and
against
consulted against
thy hidden
thy
ones.
hidden ones.
They have said,
They have said,
Come,
Come,
and let us cut them
let
off
us cut them off,
from being a
from
nation,
being a nation,
that the name of
the
Yahshua
name of Yahshua
may be no more in
may
remembrance.
be no more remembered.
For they have consulted
They
together
have consulted together
with one consent.
with one consent.
They are confederate against
They are
thee,
confederate against thee,
the tabernacles of
the
Edom,
tabernacles of Edom,
and the
and
Ishmaelites
the Ishmaelites,
of Moab,
of Moab,
and the Hagarites,
and the Hagarites,
Gebal,
Cabal,
and Ammon,
and Ammon,
and Amalek,
and Amalek,
the Philistines,
the Philistines,
with the inhabitants of
and the
Tyre.
inhabitants of Tyre.
Asur
Asur
also is joined with
is
them.
joined with them.
They have hope in the children of
They have
Lot.
hope in the children of Lot.
Selah.
Selah.
Do unto them
Do unto them
as unto the
as
Midianites,
unto the Midianites,
as to Sisera,
as to Sisera,
as to Jabin,
as to Jabin,
at the brook of
and the
Kison,
brook of Kison,
which perished at
which
Endor.
perished at Endor.
They became as dung for the
They
earth.
became as dung for the earth.
Make their noble,
Make their noble,
like Oreb,
like Oreb,
and like
and
Zeb.
like Zed.
Yea,
Yea,
all their princes,
all their princes,
as Zabah,
as Zabah,
and as Amun,
and as Amun,
who said,
who said,
Let us take to
Let us
ourselves
take to ourselves
the houses of
the
Yahweh
houses of Yahweh
in
in
possession.
possession.
O my
O
power,
power,
make them like a
make
wheel,
them like a wheel,
as the stubble before the
as the
wind,
stubble before the wind,
as the fire burneth the
as the
wood,
fire burneth the wood,
and as the flame
and as the flame
setteth the mountains on
set the
fire.
mountains on fire.
So persecute
So
them
persecute them
with thy temper,
with thy temper,
and make them afraid
make them afraid
with thy storm.
with thy storm.
Fill their faces with
Fill
shame,
their faces with shame,
that they may seek thy
they
name.
may seek thy name.
O Yahweh,
O Yahweh,
let them be
let
confounded
them be confounded,
in trouble forever.
in trouble forever.
Yea,
Yea,
let them be put to shame
let them be put to shame,
and perish,
and perish,
that men may
that
know
they may know
that thou,
that thou,
whose name
whose
alone
name alone
is Yahweh,
is Yahweh,
art the most
art
high
the most high
over all the
over
earth.
all the earth.
Saul.
La Yashral.
La Yahshua.
Ishaq. You can see it.
All right, we left off last week at Leviticus, the 14th chapter, and verse 17. All right, so we're going to pick up from Leviticus and start at Leviticus 14, but we're going to start at verse 18. Verse 18. Leviticus 14 and verse 18.
Alright.
And we're going to stop at the end of verse 24.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 14, verse 18. Wayada Iowa. What's it like it? Wayada Iowa. Matazariam.
So like Wahana Watar.
I'm in the wrong one. Okay. No, I'm in the right one. 14, 17. I mean 18. Wayada Iowa. What do you ask for, Salah?
18. 18. What down now? What thought?
Oh, Salaki, I'm tripping.
Uh-huh.
I'm on Exodus.
Oh, yeah.
Salaki.
I swear we're going to get it. We're going to get it.
I don't know why I'm looking at that 14.
Hey,
brother, number 14,
I've done it. I ain't even mad at you. I've definitely done that before.
All right, Salaki. The book of Leviticus, chapter 14, verse 18. All right. Wahaga Nathar. Is that it?
Wahana Wathar.
Wahana Salaki. Wahana Wathar. Bashaman. Ashar. Al. Kapah. Hakahan. Yathan. Al. Ra'ash. Hamatahar. Wakapar. No, so like it. Wakapar. Ailayawa. Hakahan. Lapanaya. Yahweh. Verse 19. Wa'aisha. Hakahan. Ath. Hakata'ath. Wakapar. Al. Hamatahar. Ma'athawa. Wa'akar. Wa'akar. Yashakath. Ha'ailah. Verse 20. Wa'ha'ailah. Hakahan. Ha'ailah. Wa'ath. Hamanaka. Hamasabak. Or is that together? Hamasabak. Wakapar. Ailayawa. Hakahan. Watahar. Verse 21. Wa'am. Da or the law. Hawa'ah. Wa'ayan. Yadawa. Mashagath. Walakwak. Or Walakwaka. Kabash. Akkad. Asham. Lathaga.
That's the now.
Lathaga. No, so like Lathana. Wapath. No. What? Lathana Wapath. Lakapar. Ailayawa. Wa'aisha Rawan. Salath.
That's Wa'ashar one.
Wa'aishar one. Salath. Akkad. Balawal. Or is it Balawala? It sounds more like Balawala.
Yeah, okay.
Balawala. Bashaman. Lamana Ka, Walag, or is it Walaga? Is it Walag?
Is Walag.
Walag, Shaman, verse 22. Washathaya, Tharayam, Awa, is that a na or is that a ga? Shanaya, Banaya, Ya.
That's Shanya Banya.
Shanya, Banya, I like it. Yawana, Yawan, is it Yawan or Yabana? Yawana. Yawana, Ashar, Fashayag, Yadawa, Wahaya, Akkad, Kata'ath, Kad, Ilah, verse 23. Wahabaya, Atham, Bayawam, Hashamayanya, is it Hashamayanya? Hashamayanya,
right,
Lataharathwa, Al, Hakahan, Al, Pathak, Pathaka, Ahal, Mawa'id, Lapanya, Lapanya, that's Lapanya, huh? Lapanya, Yahweh, verse 24. Walakwath, Hakahan, Ath, Kabash, Ha'asham, Wa'ad, Lagab, Alag, Hashaman, Wahanayab, Atham, Hakahan, Wapa, Lapanya, Yahweh. That's the end of verse 24.
We're going to take it back. I'm going to take it back to from Salakas. I'm going to take it back from verse 18.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 14, verse 18. And the remnant of the oil that is in the priest's hand, he shall pour upon the head of him that is to be cleansed. And the priest shall make an atonement for him before the Most High. Verse 19. And the priest shall offer the sin offering and make an atonement for him that is to be cleansed from his uncleanness.
Still talking about leprosy. Go ahead.
And afterward he shall kill the burnt offering. Verse 20. And the priest shall offer the burnt offering and the meat offering upon the altar. And the priest shall make an atonement for him, and he shall be clean. Verse 21. And if he be poor and cannot get so much, then he shall take one lamb for a trespass offering to be waived, to make an atonement for him, and 1/10 deal of fine flour mingled with oil for a meat offering, and a log of oil.
Now, unlike the Christian church where, if you don't have the money, then you just good for nothing. If you don't have that money when you come into Christian church, if you don't have enough, they'll pass that plate around again, man, and tell you to dig deeper. You know what I'm saying? They ain't gonna make no provisions for you if you don't have that money in the Christian church. Here you clearly see like this is for being unclean. This is a disease of leprosy where this brother or sister will have to be cleansed. You know what I'm saying? And certainly, the Christian church would say certainly you can't short God. You know what I'm saying? Certainly you can't short him, and they would make you come and get whatever it was.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But there's provisions in the scriptures where if you can't get as much, then get this. You see what I'm saying? Go ahead.
It's like you have to. They tell you have to pay for a blessing.
Right.
You won't be blessed unless you pay for it.
Right.
Pay the Lord for a blessing.
Right. That's how the Christian churches always function. Like you have to pay your way out of sin. And then they say you can give your way out of poverty. How you gonna give your way out of what you don't have? You understand? Like you've given away the small resources you got to sustain yourself. They say you got to give it. Now they don't say give your way out of poverty by saying giving it to your bill collector. They don't say that. That's not what they're talking about. Give your way out of poverty don't mean give all your money to your bills who you owe so you can keep the lights on and the water running and a place to stay and a roof over your head. Giving out of poverty means to actually give to the church until you can't. Well, give it to the pastor. Yes. Yeah, they say church. It's a lot of trickery and shade sliding. You know what I'm saying? Pull the shade over this and call it that. Don't call it giving to the pastor. But even though that's exactly what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Because he divvying up that money, man. Right. He back there. You remember the story about Eddie Long? How they say up in Eddie Long's office was jewels, like free jewels, like at a jewelry store, like where you with not jewelry in the ring,
the jewels,
just the jewels. Right. You understand? This nigga had in his office in that back room where he raping them little boys at. He had jewelry like jewels, diamonds, and rubies and sapphires, and he just had them, just freelance, man. The greed of the Christian church is phenomenal, man. Like, what you just gonna do with the rock? I didn't even think you could even. I didn't think if you had. I thought you had to be a jeweler, like a licensed jeweler, to get just the rocks. This cat got the rocks just in his desk, like. You know what I'm saying? He bringing them little boys back there like, you like that? You know what I'm saying? He probably got the looking glass in it so they can see it.
Look how beautiful
how beautiful it is. Go ahead.
So Lockie, my mother said, she dib and dab in the Christian church every once in a while.
Right.
And of course she started eating pork and all that stuff I've been teaching her.
Right.
But she started going. She's like, I ain't going, man. She's like, I went over there and the pastor, and she knows this pastor from a long time ago.
Right.
You know what I mean? He when he offered now, he be like, well, why? What? I know y'all just like giving them $1 and $2, $5. Like, well, what are 20s? What are 50s? What are 100s?
Hey man, the Christian pastor church I grew up in said the same thing. Said the same thing. Said y'all scared, y'all cheating God, just giving the $1 bills, just giving the George Washington. Where the Franklins? Where the Ben Franklins at? Where the Andrew Jackson? You know what I'm saying? Like she man, that Christian church boy. Go ahead.
Like don't nickel and dime God.
Yeah, don't nickel. What if the nickel and dime is all you got?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? What if you come into the church house, into the house of snakes and the den of thieves? What if you come in there with just 15 cents? Right. What if you come in there with just a dime and a nickel, man? You're going to be, man, you got it.
So like I said, even Christ talked about that.
Right.
And he said that, that the lady, she gave all she had.
Right.
And she gave more than anybody that
But that's what they use.
Right.
They use that.
Oh, the car.
Yeah, to say, well, you should give all you got to the Christian church.
So like I made it like when you come like that, we're not ignorant.
Of course, we know what it means because we know the truth. And under Commanding General Yohana in the Isupk, that's what we've been taught. We've been taught the real meaning and the real truth of these scriptures, not the way to bamboozle somebody out of their last out of their last bit of rent money or their last bit of bill money. And that's what the Christian church does, man. Swindles you out of, how much of a savage monster do you have to be to know that it's people in your congregation that just gave away their last of their rent money or just gave away their car, but now they ain't going to be able to make their car payment. And nowadays, if you don't have transportation, you damn near can't even get a job. You know what I'm saying? You're right. You can't do nothing. You can't do nowhere, man. You can't go nowhere. And in this day and time, you need that roof over your head and you need a car. You know what I'm saying? So you can go provide for yourself, provide for your family. But the Christian church ain't worried about that, man. They're not worried about you providing for your family. They're worried about you, making sure the pastor can open up his desk drawer and have jewels just laying out. So he can just throw rubies around his office like they bouncy balls or something. You know what I'm saying? Like that, like what you doing in there with that, man? What do you need that for? And on top of that, he just getting all kind of stacks of money, man. Paid all kind of money. You know what I'm saying? That's where the money is, man. The Christian church is where black people's money is at. Right. That's where blacks, Hispanic people's check is in the Christian church. That's why we have to shut down that Christian church, man. And I tell you, if you shut down the Christian church, you'll flood the black market with you'll that's the stimulus check right there. That's the stimmy that will be so substantial if you shut down the Christian church, man. And all that money, you can just imagine. You know what I'm saying? Knocking down the Christian church. And when they knock down the Christian church, it busts open and money just fly out. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
So with that, that's what the stimulus check. The pastor, he Annie of the damn seed.
He owned that stimulus check. He done counted that stimulus check up like $1,000 from each one of my members. He over there with the calculator. The calculator buttons made out of diamonds. The little visor. That's made out of crystal. He typing. You know what I'm saying? The Bible is encrusted in gold. He got that dipped in gold.
The real gold.
The real gold. 14K. You know what I'm saying? He got that dipped in gold. All his pens is dipped in gold. That's silver right there. You know what I'm saying? All of them got diamond tips on them. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he's just in there eating, like spending the money on just luxury and things like, you know what I'm saying? You would think that he would just be in there making sure that, the refrigerator of the church was full, that, this is, that the church was taken care of. Nah, man. He in there putting 22s on his Escalade. He in there tricking the joint out, making sure the bowl system nice. You know what I'm saying? Then he moving on to the next. He got a beach house. Then he got a timeshare in Florida. He got a vacation home in the Poconos. He got all this, man. He just in there eating, man. Or she in there eating. Go ahead. Come go ahead. Yeah, they just in there eating, man. You know what I'm saying? So keep going reading it.
Verse 22. And 2 turtle doves or 2 young pigeons, such as he is able to get. And the one shall be a sin offering, and the other a burnt offering.
Go ahead.
Verse 23. And he shall bring them on the 8th.
Wait a minute, read that last verse again. Or what that part said, whatever he able. Read that part again. What verse did we just stop reading?
That was verse 22. So
okay, read verse 22 again.
And 2 turtle doves or 2 young pigeons, such as he is able to get.
Mm-hmm. And 2 turtle doves or 2 young pigeons, such as he is able to get, man. Mm-hmm. You understand? So I'm pretty sure if he's in danger of losing his apartment or losing his house or he needs cattle. You know what I'm saying, or something along that line, the water, or something along that line. He doesn't have to give that his last, because he has to. A lot of times when the Bible was written, we were nomadic people. We were cattle herders and farmers. You know what I'm saying? So this brother, his last bit of money, he got to go buy a new cow. So he got to go buy a new bullock so he can till his field. But you know, he ain't able to get it, but he can give what the such that he's able to. You see what I'm saying? Not make a sacrifice. You know what I'm saying? Not sow a seed of sacrifice. Oh, it's always a seed of sacrifice because pastors know that the congregation ain't got no money. Right. He know they struggling. So it's always a sacrifice. It's always, you know, give to the hurt. Like what? Like give to the hurt. Nigga, is you giving till it hurt? You know what I'm saying? Is your children hungry? Or is your wife not in that big old 10-gallon Saturn hat look like she put Saturn on the top of her head? Got the rings around it and everything. You know what I'm saying? Look like she put the whole Neptune on top of her head. You know what I'm saying? Like, are you suffering? You not. Right. You understand? And it takes a savage individual to see people around him suffering, and he has a wealth of an abundance. Right. He has too much. But to see people around him suffering, man, that's why the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge these prophets was brought back, man. Commanding General Yohana does not do what the Christian pastor does. Commanding General Yohana does what the Christian pastor refuses to do, man. Doesn't take for himself, but gives to the people, man. Right. You understand? Gives it. Make sure brothers' phones stay on. Make sure brothers' lights stay connected. Make sure they have the means to provide for themselves. Make sure they have transportation. You know what I'm saying? So they can go get their job. So they can go secure the bag. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the hell that means. You know what I'm saying? Keep going, brother.
Verse 22. And 2 turtle doves or 2 young pigeons, such as he is able to get. Mm-hmm. And the one shall be a sin offering, and the other a burnt offering. Mm-hmm. Verse 23. And he shall bring them on the 8th day for his cleansing unto the priest. Mm-hmm. Unto the door of the tabernacle of the congregation before the Most High. Mm-hmm. Verse 24. And the priest shall take the lamb of the trespass offering and the log of oil, and the priest shall wave them for a wave offering before the Most High. Mm-hmm. That's the end of 24.
That's the end of 24. That's self-explanatory, right? So we're going to stop right here. We're going to pick it up next week with verse 25, and we're going to keep reading on, all right? We're going to keep reading on. Yeah, right? So the water for everybody joining us for the Sabbath service today, and we're going to clip it up right here. Make sure you keep tuning in to the Sabbath service. There's a new page. You understand the white man's the devil that the Bible speaks of. Keeps snatching down. Paul Greensboro keeps snatching down, the page for the Sabbath service. All we doing is bringing blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians together. I guess that's a crime for ball. You can't do that. You cannot. No lawyer. You understand? No gathering in. You know what I'm saying? It's Corona season. You can't gather. You know what I'm saying? You can't gather together. You know what I'm saying? And this society is making sure that blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, can't gather together, don't have the platform that they could get this information, this vital information, to come together, come back to their power, and serve the Lord and serve the Most High like they were supposed to do, and follow these laws, statutes, and commandments like we were commanded to do. And that's just too much for white society to take in this post-racial, environment, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? They want to keep us oppressed. And the only way to keep you oppressed is to keep you away from your power. The one that's going to save you, the one that's going to come and rescue you out of this hell, is to keep you away from that power. So what? They keep us smoking weed. They keep us eating pork, crab, shrimp, and lobster. They keep us away from these records. And the YouTube page was a tool to where people could listen to this truth, could get this information. But they snatched it down, but we'll keep throwing them up. Man. You know what I'm saying? They'll keep snatching, we'll keep throwing. You understand? Your move, Mr. White Man. You understand? Checkmate. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? So go ahead, brother.
With that, hey, mind you, Man of Israel. Also like it. Smell it. Men of Israel, gird thy loins, and prepare to salute the Torah.
Yahweh Hashem Yahshabrak Yah.
Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Baraka Yah.
Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Barak Yah.
All right. In Medium, or putting Yah also like it. So
Just whopping
Yah Kodam. Is the East. The Lord's Prayer in English. Abanaw. Shabbat Shemayim. Kodash. Hayah. Shabkat. Yahweh. Malachus Kavah. Vatazaka. Hayah. Aisha. Maharataza. Kawa. Hayah. Bashemayim. Nathanaw. Lakam. Ka. Yawam. Wasalat Lanaw. Kawawath now. Kasalat now. Kawawath now. Wala'ah. Kabayah now. Banasai one. Abal. Kawashah now. Mayan. Rai. Kaya. Laka. Hamalakwa. Waha'ala. Wahatapara. Rawalamium.
Aman.
In the English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. In earth, as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. And forgive us our debts, as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it.
Pray for the power. Yahweh. Bahashim. Yahushai. Babakashah. Nathanaw. Hakat. Larapa'ah. Kalmakala. Wakal Madawa. Hakat. Latahar. Hamatazarayim. Hakat. Lahakim. Hamathim. Hakat. Araka'awaf. Hatama'ala. Lagarashan. Bahashim. Yahushua. Tawada. Aman.
In the English, Yahweh. In the name of Yahushua. Please give us the power. The power to heal. All manner of sickness. And all manner of disease. The power to cleanse the lepers. The power to raise the dead. The power against unclean spirits. To cast them out. In the name of Yahushua. Thank you. So be it.
Pray for the blessing. Barakatah Yahweh. Wa Yahushua. Wa Mayaka Allah. Wa Alahayim. Matazabiyah. Alawap Yahan. Ha Alawapim. Ha Saranyum. Ha Quartesayanyum. Ha Kayoyoyum. Wa Hawafim. Yahweh. Bahashim. Yahushua. Tawada.
Aman. In the English, bless you, Yahweh. And Yahushua. And Michael. And the angels. Commanding General Yahweh. The generals. The captains. The officers. The troopers. And the sisters. Yahweh. In the name of Yahushua. Thank you. So be it.
Pray for Psalms 121. Asha'ah. Ayanya. Ahaharium. Mahayan. Yaba'ah. Izari. Ma'ayin. Yahweh. Aisha. Shamayam. Waharataza. Ayathan. Lamawat. Ragalka. Ayanawam. Shamarka. Hana. La'ah. Yanawam. Wala'ah. Yayashan. Sharamar. Yasharala. Yahweh. Shamarka. Yahweh. Tazalka, Al-Yad, Yamyaka, Yawamam, Hashamash, La'ah, Yakaka, Wayarak, Malayala, Yahweh, Yashamarka, Makaurai, Yashamar, Avnapashka, Yahweh, Yashamar, Tasa'afka, Wabawa'aka, Mayatha, Wa'ayai.
In English, I will lift up mine eyes unto the hills, from whence cometh my help. My help coming from Yahweh, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Yasha'Allah shall neither slumber nor sleep. Yahweh is thy keeper. Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. Yahweh shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in from this time forth and even forevermore.
Psalms 83. Alahayim. Adamayalaka. Adakarash. Wa'atashquat. Kayahana. Awayabyaka. Yahamayawan. Ra'ash. A'imaka. Yawayamwa. Sawada. Wayatha. Ya'itazawa. Altazapawanyaka. Amaru. Lakawa. Wanakakila. Magari. Wala'ah. Yazakar. Sham Yasharala. Iwada. Kaya. Nawa'itazawa. Laba. Yakadwa. Alyaka. Bariath. Yakarafu. Ahaliya. Adawam. Wa. Yashamai. Alayam. Mawa'aba. Wahagarium. Gabal. Wayamawan. Wayamalak. Palashaf. Amishabi. Tazawar. Gamashawu. Nalawa. Imam. Hayawa. Sarawai. Labangalawat. Salah. Aishalaham. Kamadi. Kasaya. Sara'ah. Kayabium. Manakal. Wayashwan. Nashamadu. Bayandara. Hayawa. Daman. La'adama. Shayathamu. Nada. Ya. Mawa. Kayarab. Wakazabak. Wakatazal. Mana'ai. Ka. Nasir Kambu. Ashar. Amarwa. Mayarashah. Lanawa. Af. Nawaf. Alahayim. Alahayat. Shayathamu. Kagagala. Kakwash. Lapanya. Rawaka. Ka'ash. Abaya. Wa. Kalahaba. Talahat. Harayam. Khan. Taradatma. Masa'arika. Wabasa. Wapafka. Tabalaham. Mala'ah. Panyaham. Kwalawan. Waya. Bakashu. Shukah. Yahweh. Yabashu. Waya. Wahaw. Ayai. Waya. Kapawa. Waya. Abadu. Waya. Dayawa. Kaya'atha. Shukah. Yahweh. Labaka. Ayawan. Akaharatiza.
In English, keep not thy silence. O Yahweh. Hold not thy peace. And be not still. O Yahweh. For lo, thy enemies make a tumble. And they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people. And consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, Come, and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Yasha'Allah may be no more remembered. They have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. The tabernacles of Edom and the Ishmaelites of Moab and the Hagarim, Gabal
Cabal,
and Ammon,
and Ammon,
and Amalek,
and Amalek,
the Philistines,
the Philistines,
with the inhabitants of
with the
Tyre.
inhabitants of Tyre.
Asur
Asur
also is joined with
is
them.
joined with them.
They have hope in the children of
They
Lot.
have opened the children of Lot.
Selah.
Selah.
Do unto them
Do unto them
as unto the
as
Midianites,
unto the Midianites,
as to Sisera,
as to Sisera,
as to Jabin,
as to Jabin,
at the brook of
at the
Kitsam,
brook of Kitsam,
which perished at
which
Endor.
perished at Endor.
They became as dung for the earth.
They became done for the earth.
Make their noble
Make their noble
like a red,
like a red,
and like Zahel.
and like the head.
Yea,
Yea,
all their princes
all the princes,
as Abba
as Abba,
and as
and
Amun,
as Amun,
who said,
who said,
let us take to
let us
ourselves
take to ourselves
the houses of
the
Yahweh
house of Yahweh
in possession.
in possession.
O my
All
power,
my power.
make them like a
Make them
wheel,
like a wheel,
as the stubble before the
as
wind,
stubble before the wind,
as the fire burneth the
as
wood,
the fire burneth the wood,
and as the flame
and as the flame
setteth the mountains
sets
on
the
fire.
mountains on fire.
So persecute
So
them
persecute them
with thy
with
tempest,
thy tempest,
and make them afraid
make them afraid
with thy stone.
with thy stone,
Fill their faces with
fill
shame,
their faces with shame,
that they may seek thy
that they may
name.
seek thy name.
O Yahweh,
O Yahweh,
let them be confounded
let them be confounded,
and trouble
and
forever.
trouble forever.
Yea,
Yea,
let them be put to
let
shame
them be put to shame,
and perish,
and perish,
and men may know
that men may know
that thou,
that thou,
whose name
whose
alone
name alone
is Yahweh,
is Yahweh,
art the most
art
high
the Most High
over all the earth.
over all the earth.
Psalm. All right. Men of Israel. We're going to give one courtesy salute to the teacher, men of Israel, Malik Shabbat, and Manya, Barak,
Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shabbat.
Yahweh Shem Yahshua Gatham.
Yad Yamatah, classes list.